One man went to mow a meadow. One man and his dog.
Salutations, people of the internet. Welcome to the database. When I mentioned these two programs that are completely different in terms of genre and demographic, you probably slap me across the face and tell me that I'm nuts. But hear me out, the only thing that these series have in common is that they're both made by Australians, and that's it. And that fills my Everything is Connected quota for the video. Airing on BBC Australia in 2018, later syndicated on Disney platforms everywhere, Bluey is a hit new kids program that has recently seen a surge in popularity. And no, I'm definitely not the 100th YouTuber on this platform to praise Bluey, and only did this to cash in on its popularity. I have no idea when this kids show got popular specifically, but this is one of those rare animated programs that is currently popular with not just little kids to enjoy, but surprisingly enough with adults like yours truly. What makes this Australian animated series popular for the whole family in no more than less than 7 minutes? Is this show overrated by the masses, or does it need more attention than it already has? What lessons can we learn from the dog family down under? Let's travel to Queensland, Australia and find out. This is Bluey.
Dad,
Yeah?
how does the baby get in the lady's belly?
Oh!
The show focuses on the Blue Heeler family, starring 6-year-old, later 7-year-old Bluey Heeler. And don't mistake the blue fur for Bluey being a boy, as she's actually a girl. See here, creator Joe Broom made this decision to make Bluey a girl to have it reflect his real-life family of having exclusively daughters. The Heeler family also includes 4 later 5-year-old Bingo and parents Chili and Bandit. And for a show aimed at preschoolers at all ages, they're probably the best representation of animated parents in media I've seen so far. In many episodes we see them. They're always playing along with the games their children play. When Chili gives Bluey a magic asparagus that turns people into animals, they play along with that idea. Whenever they roleplay as different characters, they play along with it, and it's so heartwarming to see this level of commitment to their children. Especially for MVP winner of Best Animated Dad, Bandit. What can I say about Bandit Heeler that everyone else on the internet has already said about him? Remember when I mentioned that Bandit and Chili are great at committing to all the games and roleplays they play with their kids? Well, Bandit is like that, but in an entertaining way that is enjoyable for all ages. Whenever he's on screen, he is such a delight to watch. Whether he uses his puppet unicorns to entertain his kids, or teaching his kids about hard work by playing ragdoll, even though the game didn't favor Bandit in any way.
Thanks, Wendy!
Thanks, Wendy! I paid for it!
The best part about both parents is that in this show, they aren't afraid to give audiences valuable lessons for the parents to learn as well. The fact that the preschool show can deliver life lessons for both kids and parents is something that I've noticed a lot of preschool shows that I watched as a kid have been missing. Take the Baby Race episode, for example, where Chili tells Bluey and Bingo a story of baby Bluey falling behind, walking on her 2 feet. This episode shows Chili's insecurities of her parenting skills, and through clever camera work that looks like the message is talking to the audience, another parent tells Chili and the audience,
You're doing great.
In later episodes, we're greeted by other characters ranging from some of Bluey's neighbors and relatives to friends she makes at her school. I won't say that all of them have as much a significant screen time as the Heeler family, but the supporting cast has their fair share of fans as the main cast. Fun fact, did you know? One of the supporting characters was originally going to be the main star of the show. That position was supposed to go to Rusty, a red kelpie who's one of Bluey's male friends in the show. He got me interested in cricket, not gonna lie. Whether or not they are the focus, a lot of Bluey episodes always consist of a lesson that is catered to all audiences. By that I mean there is always something to learn for kids and adults alike. There is nothing in any episode of Bluey that feels alienating for a specific demographic. Everyone gets a chance to take and learn something from all the characters, and it's amazing. Whether if it's about how the topic discussion of death is handled in the episode Copycat, or Chili showing Bluey how the definition of fun is different from grown-ups in the episode Stumpfest, every lesson delivered in each episode are handled seriously, while also entertaining enough to get its point across.
Can I help you? I wish you could, mate.
Throughout the 3 seasons that are currently available as of this video, each episode of Bluey is roughly around 7 minutes long, and in terms of watching them online on YouTube or on Disney+, they're all treated as individual episodes. However, when it comes to syndicating this series on television, you normally get 3 Bluey episodes for the price of 21 minutes, perfect for the TV's 30-minute runtime, including commercials. Fun fact, in every opening of Bluey, the Healer family are playing a game of musical statues, something that they would make a whole episode about in season 3. Also, the title card of each episode will be narrated by one of the characters in the show, sometimes even breaking tradition for a quick gag.
I don't know what that says. I can't read.
So, what am I gonna discuss for this segment? Well, how about I discuss some of my favorite Bluey episodes so far? Here's a good one. Bike. Here, Bluey tries to ride a bike, but she ends up giving up, and so Bluey and Bandit watch other kids around the park, including Bingo, struggle with their own problems. Oh, I'll get to her in a bit. And after seeing all the kids overcome their obstacles, this gives Bluey the motivation to try again and succeed. A very simple premise with a very effective lesson. Season 2 and 3 of Bluey is where I believe the popularity of this series skyrocketed. It's clear to the people who work on each episode they have new ideas that can be implemented. I know that Sleepy Time is an all-time favorite from many Bluey fans, and it's also one of my favorites, but I want to give the spotlight to other episodes in Season 2, like the episode Flat Pack. Another favorite episode of mine in this season. It's literally an allegory of evolution of mankind, with Bandit and Chili being like gods who provide the materials for Bluey and Bingo. We see Bluey and Bingo as fishes, to cavemen exploring the idea of pictographs, ending with Bingo leaving the nest and Bluey joining his parent gods in the afterlife. I also love the episode Movies, where the movie that the Healer family go to watch also turns into a life lesson for Bluey. In the beginning, Bluey is scared of the thunderstorm scene of the movie, but the movie in an entertaining way delivers a message of overcoming places out of your comfort zone. And yeah, there is a cliche message of being yourself, which mostly applies to Bingo. And while Bandit tells Bluey to not take the movie seriously, cause it's a movie with silly chimps, I like to see this as an allegory of how people can learn lessons in different types of entertainment media. Oh, hold on, let me fix this. I would also like to mention that there are some episodes in Bluey that are censored and edited by Disney, and maybe I can understand why. Probably whatever is okay and acceptable in Australian culture may not apply to American or international audiences. But most of the stuff Disney tried to censor feels pretty tame to what the original scene was. Like some scenes I totally get, like in Housework or in Born Yesterday, they edit out scenes where Bandit injures his nether regions.
While spinning.
Oh yeah, while spinning. Ow! My groin! Swing! This is...
But in episodes like Mini Bluey, I don't get it, cause it's just Bingo making the silly face. Thankfully, not all of them are censored, so no matter where you watch Bluey, YouTube or Disney, you'll still get the full Bluey experience and maybe enjoy some of these episodes as much as I do. Moving on to the episodes I enjoy in Season 3, I love Pass the Parcel. Not only did this episode make this party game lots of fun, but the lesson for this episode is an interesting one, as it explores both sides of the same situation.
I want to play it the proper way. None of this present in every layer business. Put one big present in the middle. Winner gets that.
Well, what about everyone else?
You'll have to suck it up.
That's not how it's done anymore, Pat.
I'm putting my foot down, Janelle. We're raising a nation of squibs.
Pat, also known as Lucky's dad, criticizes how the kids of today are being raised as soft, with the Pass the Parcel game having a prize for everyone. The everyone wins mentality, in other words. However, as the episode continues, the kids begin to feel okay with not winning, and by the end of the episode, everyone loves, as they put it,
Lucky's bathrooms! Hooray!
being okay to lose, something that this whole generation needs a taste of with their big egos. Then there is the Granny Mobile episode where Muffin, in my opinion, became one of my favorite characters in Bluey. At times like episodes like Facey Talk and Library, she can be a spoiled brat. But somehow in this episode here, she won me over in what could be the most funniest exchange I've seen in an animated series. Muffin, dressed as a grumpy old grandma, manages to bargain for a higher price against another cranky grandma. And I don't know, man, I just find it funny for how long Muffin played her role as this cranky grandma. There's tons of Bluey episodes I could go over, but from what I've shared so far, I think this is enough to grab your attention. So let's wrap it up.
Fault they melted. You took too long to eat them.
So we get nothing.
Well, you get a valuable life lesson.
I don't want a valuable line lesson. I just want an ice cream.
Starting in this video going forward, I'm simplifying my grading system instead of having pluses and minuses. Instead, think of this new grading system similar to the Sonic the Hedgehog games in a way. S rank being the best of the best with little to no cons or criticism whatsoever. Ranks A, B, C, and D explain themselves, with the bottom rank being E instead of F, seeing as many Sonic games use E as their lowest ranking. So whatever plus or minus I gave in my previous videos, just round it off to the closest rank. We're good? Cool. So would it be weird to grade a animated preschool series? I mean, it's still a working tradition on my channel, so why not? My final grade for Bluey is an S rank. Yeah, and to see a preschool program that always talk down with their audiences, it is so refreshing to watch a wholesome animated series that everyone of all ages can enjoy. What lessons that apply to anyone in real life. It is such beautiful animation with vibrant color palette and such likable characters. It's such a relaxing show to binge. Sometimes I put this show in the background while I'm working on other video projects. And seeing as the creator of the show somehow got the idea of making a show centered around dogs from Peppa Pig is astonishing, knowing that everyone loves Peppa's Piggly Pig.
Eat your ice lolly before it melts and falls on the ground.
George's dinosaur ice lolly has melted and fallen on the ground.
If I were to recommend a place to watch Bluey, your best bet is on YouTube, because there are episodes or scenes on Disney Plus that aren't available in your area. I remember also seeing a DVD release of Bluey's first 2 seasons available in my local Target. But why bother where there are episodes available for free online? I don't know, maybe it's the physical novelty. I could give this to my future children, rather have them watch that than Cocomelon. So what are your thoughts on Bluey? What are your favorite episodes so far? Is Bandit too good of a dad for every other dad out there? Let me know in the comments. Thumbs up the video if you like it, subscribe to the database, and follow me on social media as seen above. I'm Christopher James, and I'll see you next time.
Fuel supply good. Tower falling off. 2. Comms are go.
And yes, Nana.
What do we do?
Well, if you won't listen to me, maybe you'll listen to
Unicorn!